Hi, welcome back to Lunchbox World. Now, before I get going, I just wanted to say a huge, big thank you for everyone that's subscribed to the channel. We've just hit another milestone, so that's just huge. And you know, I wouldn't be where I am today without all of your support. So today, we've got another yum box idea. We're using this lunchbox today, so all the details are in the description box below. And you know, I do like to put the dressing in a little salad dressing pot, so again I'll put the links below. This is a kind of adult lunchbox idea or for a bigger appetite, so let's go and show you this quick and easy idea. So we're making this one from scratch. These are these little brie and cranberry tartlets, so we're putting the oven on at 190 and we're going to make these really quick, easy brie and cranberry tartlets that are perfect for this lunchbox that we're doing, but they're ideal for doing for a picnic or working from home, anything like that. And you know, typically they're Christmas time, but you can do them all year round. So I bought the special little muffin tin. We're using 4 ingredients today, so we've got the puff pastry, the brie, the cranberries and the rosemary. Now, I always buy the ready to roll out puff pastry and I've always gone with just roll. But when I was unrolling this, now I don't know if it's a fault of my fridge because I do have an old fridge, but I just noticed it was covered in little black spots. So just make sure you follow the instructions on how to store it. You can see here there are all these little black dots. So I had to quickly rush out, and unfortunately they'd sold out of just roll, so I had to, for the first time, use the own brand. Now in the mini muffin tins, you've got to make sure that you spray them all with grease them appropriately. And one thing that I did find with the own brand was that it didn't unroll easily. This could be because I didn't leave it for a few moments, but I just thought the journey home, that was going to be enough because I really wanted to get this video done and out, uploaded onto YouTube so that you guys can have a go. Now, it's a really quick, easy recipe this. You roll out the puff pastry, you cut it into squares. You need 24 for this muffin tin. You can see I actually did a few more than that, but it doesn't matter. You need 24 for this muffin tin. I made extras, and then you just find another tin that you can then use those up in. Now you can see they're kind of square, but again, I was just wanting to do it a little bit rough and ready. You could use a round cutter if you want, but then that's going to be more effort because every time you're going to then have to use the offcuts to then roll and use a rolling pin and roll it all out. And the more time, you shouldn't over handle puff pastry, and you can see throughout me recording this that actually the puff pastry started to get a little bit warm, so you do have to work fast with this. And as I'm trying to demonstrate here, it doesn't matter too much. Some of the shapes are a little bit more rectangular than square, but I just thought that's the charm of it, because the end result is that they are these really cute little cranberry and brie tartlets, which are perfect for an impromptu party at home or lunchboxes or picnics or anything like that. Now we're just filling them all in, just making sure that we've got the 24, and then next up we've got the cranberry. Now if it was Christmas time, you can actually make the cranberry sauce yourself, but because we're out of season, I couldn't find cranberries anywhere, so I used a jar of Ocean Spray cranberry sauce. I wanted to just dollop in. It's about half a teaspoon, but again it all depends on the size of your muffin tray. So because these are mini, it's just under sort of half a teaspoon. And again, I was just trying to work out the proportions, because for me, I didn't want the cranberry to be overpowering, and I didn't want the brie to be overpowering, so that's where I was just looking for that perfect combo. But I know that whoever's going to be eating them, maybe they want a little bit more cranberry or maybe a little bit more brie, so that's where they are all a little bit different, because personal preference. So a dollop of cranberry sauce in each and every one. Again, I was mindful not to overfill it with the cranberry, because I don't know if you've ever done jam tarts or anything like that, but when the jam or the jelly gets hot, then it expands and starts running, you know, it sort of gets really liquid. And I didn't want anything, you know, overflowing out of each of the little mini tartlets. So next up we've got the BRIE, just cheap and cheerful BRIE, the own label in the supermarket because I'm on a bit of a budget at the moment, but I did want these more sort of special flavours to put in the lunchbox. If you followed the YouTube channel, you can see we've done a lot of sort of charcuterie lunchbox ideas, and make sure you do check the links above because we've also got a mini lunchbox series. So you can see I'm just putting a square of the BRIE in each and every one. Some of them get a little bit more, but as I say, it's just personal preference. I tried to go for sort of equal proportions of each, and you just keep filling it up until you've got a little dollop of BRIE in each and every one. And then the last ingredient is the rosemary sprigs to add, and I think with this you could actually use dried rosemary if you don't have the sprigs. I just found them in the supermarket and I thought, you know what, let's just try this. So we're just finishing off dolloping in all the bits of BRIE. Again, as I say, don't worry too much, you know, things don't have to be perfect. They're going to come out being truly delicious anyway, and it's a bit of a fun idea, as I say, whether it's for a picnic or a lunchbox or just a special impromptu evening at home. You know, these things don't have to cost a lot of money if you just shop wisely. So here we go, we've now done all of the BRIE. Next up we've got the sprigs. Now I just started off by cutting it with scissors, but actually you can snip off little teeny sprigs, and the beauty of this is that it gives the flavour while it's cooking in the oven. And then what I did before eating it was I actually pulled off the rosemary and didn't eat it once they're all done. So a little sprig on each. Now you can, if you want to, use a bit of egg glaze or milk to brush the tartlets, the bits of pastry that you can still see. I thought, let's just see how this works without doing any of that this time. I think it makes it a little bit more golden when it comes out of the oven, but I thought, let's just get this in the oven, let's just see how it turns out. Now make sure you follow the instructions on the packaging in terms of how long it should be in the oven. Typically I put things in for about 10 minutes on the timer and then see how they do. So I put it on the middle shelf, set the timer and let the oven do the magic. And meanwhile we're going to go back to the lunchbox. So we've got the tapas large lunchbox, which has got the 5 different compartments. We're going to put the salad in the largest compartment. Now if this is going to be done way in advance, then I would probably keep the different ingredients separate. So here we've got rocket, which I really love. Don't forget to add the cutlery because you're going to need that to eat it. And I really like the combination of pomegranate and rocket with a French dressing. But as I say, if I was making this hours in advance, then I would put the pomegranates in a separate compartment, just like, you know, add in the dressing just before you're going to eat it. And the dressing, the little salad sauce pot, has got equal measures of lemon juice, olive oil, salt and pepper. Now you can see I'm adding in a little bit of a fruit salad. Sometimes I do actually buy these ready done because I'm trying to minimize food waste at the moment. So there's strawberries in here and kiwi chunks. Now if this is for a smaller person, be mindful of chopping up the fruit to avoid any choking hazards. There is an article that I've written about on this topic, which is on lunchboxworld.co.uk. I will make sure this is in the description box below. I do love the flavour combination of feta cheese and olives. I really am passionate about Mediterranean flavours, so you could put that in a silicone cupcake case and then put it into the yum box. And then we've got a sweet treat. Now I do like these mini jammy dodgers, but it could equally be croutons to put on the salad, or it could be some more fruit or fromage frais. It's really up to you. Don't forget to add in a serviette. And also, just a reminder, the Yum Box, what's so special about them is that they do have the silicone seal in the lid. So what that means is that it's going to keep all the food in the compartment that you load it in, even if it gets shaken about. So we're just going to check on the oven. I think it needs a few more minutes. So this is the Yum Box, the lunchbox that we've prepared. A few more minutes later, yeah, I think it's all done now. You can see everything's golden brown. So we just need to put everything onto a cooling rack. I'm really pleased with the results and I just think they look fun. So back to the cooling rack, and we're going to just slowly tease them out. Now remember, these are straight out of the oven, so they will be hot, but don't they look super cute? I'm really pleased with the results. Maybe a little bit too much rosemary, but you get the idea. They're really quick and easy. So we've got 4 on the plate. I'm hoping we can squeeze all of these into the yum box that we've prepared. So let's get back to the yum box. Here we go. And we've got everything ready. So we're just going to squeeze these in down the side. Now, if you did want to put more in the yum box, what you need to do is just squidge up the salad. Move that over so you've got more space. But because I was doing this just ahead of a virtual event I was attending, so I really was grazing on the go, I had a few extras on the plate by the side of me. So do check the link above if you want to see all of the other adult or working from home lunchbox ideas, the charcuterie lunchbox ideas, picnic ideas. There's so much on the channel now. Really hope you like this idea. Give us a thumbs up if you do. And here we go, just before my virtual event. A few spares on the side. What do you think? So what do you think? Do you think you'll try it? If you do like the ideas on the channel, it would be great if you did give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you do like it, or comment, because that gives a signal back to YouTube that actually you like the content. So thank you again so much for all of your support. Check the links above, check the description box below for more information and for all of the action points below. And if you're still listening at this point, as a big thank you, there is a freebie, so check the box below, grab the freebie, and if you like this video, I really think you're going to like these ones next. See you in the next video, and thank you so much. Bye now.